Okay, we are company Hupfer. We make a big range of medical furniture to cover the whole process of logistic from instruments or whatever you have to sterilize in hospital, from operating room to central sterilization and back. Company Hupfer was grounded 1870, so we are quite old, and it started actually with baskets for potatoes and for eggs, and in this more than 100 years we're growing up, and we have one line which is a production line from wired steel, so we produce sieve baskets, instrument baskets, and then we produced the second product line. We produced everything from stainless steel, like furniture, like transport carts, packing tables, solution for storage, and so on. So you can see this is the steps how it's work in a hospital. You always have this circle. The goods come to central sterilization to be cleaned first, then they get packed for different intervention in hospital, then the sterilization process is going, then you have to organize transport process back from central sterilization to operating room. You have also on this way storages, because in a lot of cases you prepare something and it's have to wait until it will be needed in operating room, and you have to put all, for example, in the big clinics with a lot of operating theaters in different operating rooms for each type of intervention what they have to do in each case. So here you see on this way we can offer different type of production from stainless steel. First, for sure, you know, in every sterilization machine you have sieve baskets, then you have sterile good baskets for transport the instruments. So we do it from electropolished stainless steel, and actually for very wide range of dimensions, from the dentist instruments, which are very small, to the big long instruments for Da Vinci, for example, what are extra large. And for all this type of instruments we can offer you solution with sieve baskets, sterile good baskets. Basically you transport it with a cart, and we have also solution for every type of packing of instruments as you do it in a hospital. You use for sure containers, or you use packing like here with sterile good basket what can be packed. Sometimes you can use shelves. We have also solutions where you put in the baskets on the rails. So whatever you need in your central sterilization, how the colleagues are working, we can offer you the solution for this type of packing of instruments. We have closed cars, we have open trolleys for transport, we have different type of hook trolleys, for example, for shoes in a sterilization room or in operating room. So whatever you whatever have wheels, whatever, let's say, in the central sterilization, we can put it on the wheels and offer to you. Third part of our production is a packing table. We produced it, let's say, to this principle of children construction Lego, so we can build it up in every dimensions and with every options as you need it in central sterilization. We can offer very, let's say, easy and very simple solution with a standard table which is stable, or we can also put it on the rails, on the wheels, and we can make it with hydraulic high adjustment, which is very useful for colleagues. When each people are different, and some people are long, some people are middle, and that always you have the comfortable high for job. We can offer it with high adjustment, it's hydraulically high adjustment. We can put everything on it, lamp, press air, whatever colleagues need. So for each wish of our friends in hospitals, we can offer the configuration, individual configuration of such parking table. Then we have different solutions for shelving system, for storage rooms. We have it, let's say, in a standard version, like you see it here, or we have Easy Rider. It's called Easy Rider system, as you see here below. In this case, the shelves are on the rails, and this is very effective solution if you don't have so much place. For example, hospital is growing, you have more and more operating, and the central sterilization have the same capacity. You need to put, after sterilization process, all the units for with instrument for the storage room, and this solution allow you to use capacity of room very effective. So you actually only need empty place like that to get through, let's say, both sides of the shelves, and all other shelves you could put together like you see it in the picture. So you use really effective the capacity of room in storage in CSSD. Then our highlight in the production, we have so-called kangaroo system. Last but not least, to the right side. Thank you. Paldies. And this is a solution which was created by owner and director of our company, Mr. Schumacher, who is actually engineer, and he created this solution in 1996. And since this time, let's say, we offer it in a lot of countries all over the world. The idea is that it's called kangaroo because, like a kangaroo, have baby in a stomach, and so this is a transport cart with a rack inside. And in this rack, instruments get transported, and this rack go to the transport cart, and when it's come back to CSSD, they go different ways. The big transport cart get washed, even in the wash street or manually, and this rack can be first also the instruments get in a way disinfected, and then we cooperate with a lot of sterilization machines from, let's say, all the famous brands, and they make it this way that all the washing machine, what we have, they adapt to these racks. It means you don't put one by one all the units of sterile good baskets and so of the basket inside, but you put it in the rack. So it's allow, I don't want to go to the details now because we have limited space, but it's allow also personnel in the CSSD to work effectively. Let's say you don't make 10 movements, and then you have, or colleagues have maybe problems with the backs because of, you know, the same day, the same movement, but this rack allowed to transport a lot of sterile units with, and let's say, user-friendly. So I have some brochures with me. We can later, if you have interest, speak to us or to our friends, Uldis and Yanis, if you have requests. So this is actually shortly what we do. And okay, we have very interesting point this norm UN 3291. This is the norm for transportation of dangerous goods, because as you know, the contaminate instruments, it's always a risk if something happened and they, let's say, in hospital, or even if you transport it from one building to other in hospital, or what they do in Germany, they have sometimes central sterilization, which covered 2 or 3 hospitals, and they transport it even with the cars between central sterilization and the hospital. And this norm, let's say, have all the laws how it have to be organized to avoid the danger of contamination. If something happened on the way, that the dirty instrument and the people on the streets or drivers or people in hospitals don't come to the contact. And I think we are one of the less producer of medical furniture for CSSD and for all this logistic process who have this certificate from UN 3291. We have a test with our transport card. It's thrown from 4 meters high to the ground, and it's still closed. So this is what we have to test, because even if they have some accident, maybe you cannot use it again, but it's keep closed. So you have guarantees that the dirty instrument don't thrown away, and you don't have a risk that your colleagues or patient or whatever what's happened. Sometimes it can fall down from the stairs in the hospital. It can happen, unfortunately, sometimes very bad things. And to avoid the danger of contamination, we have really certified us to this norm, and so you can be sure if you use our products that you don't have this risk of contamination. Okay, this is a lot of information about our standard storage solution, and you see we have it also with the rails, or we have it with the shelves. So whatever you use in hospital, you use to store instruments in the instrument baskets, in sterile good baskets, or you use it with containers with the shelves. We can offer you a solution as you prefer to work. And this is what I told before, this Easy Rider system, which allow you to use the space capacity very effective in a storage room in CSSD or in operating department. This is a solution what we create for one hospital on the opposite side. They told us we don't need the rails on the ground. Even if these rails on the ground in our construction are not fixed, so it means you don't have to screw any opening points. It's just hold because of the weight of the shelf itself. But in this case, people tell us we don't need two rails on the ground. Okay, we make a solution with fixation, as you see, on the not on the let's say on the ground, but on the air. So it is also possible, but standard we fixed it on the ground. This is a bit more information about our closet transport trolley. So we can make it with the shelves, we can make it with the rails. It's also suitable for all Escolab container systems and actually for all running container systems. I don't know how you use it in Latvia. You work more with containers or with sterile good baskets if you transport instrument? What is in Latvia common sense?
It depends on the all.
All, both, okay. So it's good because we can offer the solution for both. Okay. In Germany, they go away from container systems just because of price, because container price increased so much. This is what I see in my, let's say, life when I visit some hospitals with colleagues, visitors from Eastern Europe and Germany, they more and more use baskets because containers is just getting quite expensive, and if they are once damaged, you can throw them away. So, but okay, you are lucky if you still have containers. It's for sure a bit easier. So what we also have with our container, we have, with our transport trolleys, we have this fully welded version for them. It means there are a lot of transport trolleys on the market, but what we do, we make this construction that there are no points where water can, let's say, resist after you get washed it. So full welded solution means you don't have some edges inside by the construction when water can be still present after you wash it, and this is not good for infection. Let's say it's always dangerous that some local infection will be still in the transport cart after you wash it, and then you put sterilized instruments, and then you contaminate your sterilized instrument. It's not nice. So our construction allow you to be 100% sure there will be nothing inside after you wash the transport trolley. So it's called in English fully welded. It's just, let's say, way of production, that you don't have any edges inside it, completely one piece. We have container transport carts for 3, for 6, for 9 sterilization units. So we have with different rails, like L rails or U-shape rails. It's depends how the people prefer to work. And we can do it also with shelves inside, if you work with containers, for example. And I personally recommend always transport cart for 6 sterilization units, because 3 is too less of capacity, and 9 sterilization unit is quite big, and mostly ladies work in central sterilization department. Is also sometimes quite, let's say, a big construction for the lady with 9 sterilization unit. It's sometimes not so easy to use it. So my personal recommendation is 6 sterilization units, so you are fine with this dimension. We have also possibility to make wire shelves inside, or sterile or solid shelves. So it means wire shelves just allow you that the transport cart is not so heavy. You reduced a bit the weight of the transport cart. We have also different possibilities, for example, to plumb, that you are sure that nobody get inside and do something wrong. Sometimes it stay a long time in the hospital, in the floor. And just to be sure, we have some plumb system. We have also some system for, let's say, showing sterilized or danger or not inside. We have central breaker system. So we have a lot of options what you can just open to offer, just request, and we can offer it to you to, let's say, make your job a bit easier in regarding of some points, how to fix, close it, and how to show what is inside, and so on. Then we, as I told you before, we can make this design actually with configurator just according to your wishes. You see here different examples how we can create it, in which dimensions. And it's always interesting. Sometimes it's an old hospital, you don't have so big doors you have to get through, so we can consider all these points if you wish to have our products. Even what I told you before, we are certified for this norm for dangerous goods. So it's certified to, I think we are only of the less companies who produced it with this certification. So to avoid the danger of contamination. We have also because of this report, you see what I told you before, this test on the right side when we throw our transport cart with 4 meter high to the ground. So this is really here in this certificate, it's documented. So it was a bit pity about this nice card, but now we have the certificate. We can, you see here some examples how they do it sometimes in Germany when a big central sterilization have an agreement with different hospitals, and so they transport it with the car. And in this case, we can also offer additionally some bumpers for the transport cart to avoid any damages during the transportation inside the track. Then we have very easy open transport trolleys in different construction, what you can use in central sterilization or in operating room. This is about our kangaroo system, what I told you before. This is actually, let's say, adapted to all known manufacturer of washing machines. So if you work with our kangaroo system, just let us know which type of machines you need in central sterilization, and we will consider it by the construction. This is the components of our kangaroo system. So this is the mother transport car, rack inside, how you can transport it, how you can store the rack in different areas of central sterilization. I think in Latvia we have it in Ventspils and in Riga East University hospitals. So this system, as I know, is there in 2 hospitals. And you see then it's go into machine in this rack. So this is what I told you before. It's good for ergonomic for all your colleagues in central sterilization. They don't need to make it one by one in the same movement, what is not good for the back, but it's very easy to handle. And it's optimized time, but also it's ergonomically is good for the health. We always try to think also about the people who are our end user, to construct some furniture what is also easy and nice to use. This is some references how it look in the real life. And you see this rack go inside, and this is what I told you before. Just tell us which type of machine you use. We can adapt it with the constructive on each height of each producer of the machine. You see on the other side again this transport cart are waiting, and transport carts always stay in these different areas like dirty area, clean area, and so on. And if the rack come outside with ready goods, you can put it in the mother transport cart and the circle start again. Then we have some solutions which, as I know in this very moment, is not, maybe I hope that we realize some also project in Latvia. We have also solutions for robotic transports of transport cart. We work with different robot producers, and this is a very interesting solution because it's completely moved by robots. So it's always the problem if you have a transport cart with the instrument is quite heavy because it's stainless steel, instruments are heavy, and sometimes nice ladies working in CSSD and have to bring this heavy transport cart through the hospital. So we also make our transport carts possible for solutions that the robots transport them. It's quite interesting. I hope we will realize in Poland, in the city of Wrocław, one project this year. So hopefully I can invite you next year to see it in the real life. And okay, but even if I speak about robots, we have also some very simple solution from stainless steel, like for instrument tables or some tables where you just can put some, let's say, set of sterilized instrument for some operations. So we have quite wide range. I always say to Yanis that we can go in each hospital and I can bet about bottle of good cognac or Riga's balsam, that in some step we always find some, let's say, need of Hupfer products. So in some step of all this way from operating theater to CSSD is back, for sure some product of Hupfer will be needed. So please contact us. We are glad to help with any kind of support about information, films about our products. I have bring some brochures, so please feel free to take it with you. And I hope in some of your hospitals we will also can realize such solution. And this is what at the end our way from 1870, from first potato basket, and to my boss, Mr. Daldrup, who now take care about whole medical part worldwide. So this is how we're growing up, and thank you for your attention.